She says you're sweet, but she only texts you when she's sad. She tells you you're amazing, but she's dating someone else. Sound familiar? The friend zone, two simple words that carry a heavy emotional weight. If you've ever been there, you know the sting. You like her, you want her, but she just sees you as a friend. And here's the part that really burns. She knows you want more, yet she still keeps you around. She soaks up your time, your energy, your attention, all while giving her heart to guys who treat her half as well as you do. Now, most men respond in one of two predictable ways. 1. They stick around, silently hoping she'll wake up and realize he's the one. 2. They walk away bitter and defeated, feeling like they were never enough. Both of these are mistakes. Why? Because the friend zone isn't a prison, it's a test. And when you understand the rules of that test, you gain the power to flip the entire dynamic. You can make her see you not as her safe option, but as the man she never saw coming and now can't stop thinking about. So if you've been friend zoned, listen carefully. Don't beg, don't chase, and definitely don't sit around waiting for her to choose you. Do this instead and watch her start craving you in a way she never has before. Step 1. Stop being her emotional support system. Let's start with the harsh truth most guys don't want to hear. She doesn't feel the right kind of attraction toward you. Not because you're not good enough, not because you lack anything essential, but because you've made yourself too safe, too predictable, too easy to reach, and worst of all, you've become her emotional support system. Think about it. When she's stressed, upset, or heartbroken over another guy, who does she turn to? You. And when you pick up the phone, sit there for an hour listening to her cry about someone else, offering endless comfort and reassurance, what message are you sending? You're telling her, I'll be here, no matter what. At first glance, that might seem noble. Isn't that what women want? A guy who listens, who cares, who's always there? Sure, but not like this. Because attraction isn't built on comfort alone. It's built on mystery, challenge, desire, and you, my friend, have removed all of that. There's no uncertainty. She knows you'll be there whether she gives you anything back or not. That's not attraction. That's emotional dependency. And dependency? That's what makes her turn to you when she's miserable, but chase the guy who ignites her when she's excited. That guy makes her feel something. You just make her feel safe. So what's the fix? You've got to step back. No more emotional dumping ground. No more being the guy she calls when another man breaks her heart. No more draining phone calls where she leaves feeling better and you feel emptier. Next time she calls with a sob story, keep it short. Shift the tone. Try something like, man, you've really got to stop letting guys treat you like this. Anyway, I've got to run, got some plans tonight. Polite, firm, unexpected. No more late night therapy sessions. No more long heart-to-hearts where she feels understood but never attracted. She might not notice right away. She might even think nothing's changed. But give it time, because slowly something will shift. You're no longer the predictable guy, no longer the emotional sponge she can always squeeze. You've become something else. Unreachable, unpredictable, intriguing. And when a woman senses she might be losing your emotional availability, she doesn't feel comfort, she feels curiosity. And curiosity is the seed of desire. Step 2. Create emotional distance and trigger jealousy. So now that you've stepped back from being her emotional safety net, something subtle but powerful has started to shift. She's beginning to feel the space. And that space, that's what makes her wonder. That's what makes her notice. That's what makes her start working for your attention. And when a woman feels like she has to work for it, she wants it even more. Now, it's time to turn that emotional space into something even stronger. Jealousy. But not the toxic kind. We're not talking about manipulation or making her feel insecure. No games. No drama. This is about creating a natural psychological reaction, one that forces her to reconsider everything she thought she knew about you. Because here's the truth. Nothing makes a woman reevaluate her feelings faster than seeing that she's no longer the center of your universe. Most guys in the friend zone make the same fatal mistake. They pour all of their emotional energy into one woman. They're too eager, too available, too invested. Always ready to answer. Always ready to show up. And because of that, she never has to wonder. Never questions where she stands. Never fears losing you. But without uncertainty, there's no urgency. Without mystery, there's no attraction. It's like watching a movie where you already know the ending. Why stay till the credits? So what's the move? You start shifting your energy. First, by simply being less accessible. If she texts you, don't respond instantly. Let her wait. If she asks to hang out, don't always say yes. If she's used to you always being free, start saying no. You're sending her a silent but powerful message. I have a life outside of you. And that's where the real magic happens. Let her see you giving your energy to other women. Again, this isn't about staging a scene or making her jealous in some petty high school way. This is about expanding your world authentically. Start widening your social circle. Talk to other women. Let her see that you're desirable. Post a story where you're out with friends and one of them just happens to be attractive. Mention casually that you met someone interesting the other day. Something like, had a pretty cool chat with this girl at the bookstore. Didn't expect to talk for an hour, but she had a lot of good takes on life. You're not bragging, you're not forcing anything, you're just letting her feel the shift. And once she senses it, her brain kicks into overdrive. Wait, who is she? Why is he texting me less? Did I miss something? Is he into someone else now? These thoughts don't just show up once they loop, over and over. Quiet at first, then louder. Because the moment she starts wondering about you again, the dynamic begins to change. Sure, she may act indifferent at first. She may pretend not to notice. But inside, she's thinking about you more than ever. And that right there, that's the spark of attraction. Step 3. Shift the power dynamic. Stop seeking her validation. So now that she's starting to notice your absence, now that jealousy is beginning to whisper in her ear, it's time to hit the next level of transformation. Reclaim the power dynamic. Because let's be honest, most men who get stuck in the friend zone fall into the exact same invisible trap. They constantly, obsessively seek the woman's validation. They don't always say it out loud, but you can feel it in everything they do. The way they agree with every opinion she has. The way they laugh just a little too hard at her jokes. The way they shower her with compliments like it's going to win her over. You're so amazing. I can't believe no guy has scooped you up yet. Any guy would be lucky to have you. Wow, you look stunning today. Sound familiar? Now don't get me wrong, compliments aren't bad. But when you overdo it, you stop being different. You start sounding like every other guy she's ever friend zoned. Because here's the truth. Men who don't chase don't hand out compliments like candy. They know their attention is valuable. They give it sparingly and with intention. So instead of always saying, "You're beautiful," flip the script. Add a little playful tension. Try something like, "That's a cute dress, my little sister has one just like it." Suddenly she's chasing your validation. Instead of being predictable and easy, you've become confusing, intriguing. She's wondering, wait, is that a compliment or not? Does he think I'm attractive? And the moment she starts questioning it, she starts wanting it. Challenge her, don't worship her. Another crucial key to shifting the power dynamic: stop treating her like a goddess who can do no wrong. Too many guys in the friend zone act like human mirrors, reflecting back whatever she says just to stay in her good graces. She hates sushi? Suddenly, you do too. She says a movie sucks? You agree without hesitation. Why? because you think if you align with her on everything, she'll like you more. But that's not how attraction works. A woman doesn't want a clone. She wants a man with a spine. Someone with his own opinions, own preferences, and own sense of self. So, next time she shares an opinion, don't just nod and smile. Push back a little. Make her think. If she says, "Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza," you say, "Wait, what? That's tragic. I thought you had good taste." Say it with a grin. Say it playfully, but say it. Because when you stop being just another guy trying to gain her approval and start being someone who stands for something, she feels it. You've stopped feeding her non-stop validation. You've become a challenge. And in the game of attraction, challenge beats comfort every single time. Step 4. Master the art of indifference. Let her feel your absence. In the last part, we talked about the power of challenging her and shifting the dynamic. Now it's time to double down on your value by mastering something even more potent, indifference. Because once those questions start circulating in her head, why isn't he texting me? Did he lose interest? Is he talking to someone else? She's no longer thinking of you as her emotional safety net. She's thinking of you as a man she might be losing. And that's when everything begins to shift. Here's the core truth. Scarcity creates value. Women don't chase men who are always there. They chase the man who feels like a prize, the one they could lose if they're not paying attention. If you're constantly in her DMs, if you respond instantly every time she texts, if you're always hovering in the background, waiting for your chance, you're not a prize, you're a backup plan. But the moment you pull back, truly pull back, you become rare. And when something is rare, it becomes valuable. Think about it. What feels more precious, a glass of water in the middle of a thunderstorm or a glass of water in the middle of the desert? That's how you need to think about your presence. In abundance, it's ordinary. In scarcity, it's desire itself. So here's what to do. Stop making yourself so available. Let her feel your absence not in a way that's cold or petty, but in a way that says, "I've got a full life, and you're not the center of it." When she notices the space where your energy used to be, she'll start craving it, craving you, not just as a friend, but as something more. Step 5. Get comfortable walking away. And now, we reach a point that most men fear, but the strongest men own. The ability to walk away. See, most guys stay stuck in the friend zone for one simple reason. They're afraid to lose her. They believe that if they stop being available, she'll forget about them. That if they stop texting, she'll replace them. That if they walk away, it's game over. But here's the brutal truth. Neediness is the most unattractive energy a man can give off. If she knows you'll always be there, no matter how she treats you, she will never respect you. And without respect, there is no attraction. So what's the solution? You must be willing to walk away not as a tactic, not as a game, but as a reflection of your self-respect. You're not leaving to get a reaction. You're leaving because you won't settle for being someone's emotional backup. And when the time feels right, let her know clearly and calmly, "Hey, I've really valued our connection, but the truth is, I'm looking for something deeper, and I don't think it's fair to either of us if I pretend I'm okay with something that I'm not." Then, step back. Stop initiating. Stop being her late night vent buddy. Focus on your goals, your growth, your purpose. And here's the twist. If she truly values you, she won't just let you disappear. She'll chase, because now she's the one facing loss. She's the one wondering if she made a mistake. And no woman likes to lose a man who's worth having. Step 6. Let her see you upgrade. This next part might sting a little, but it's essential to your transformation. Here's the truth. She friend-zoned you because she didn't see you as the best option. Ouch, right? But instead of letting that break you, let it build you. Use it as fuel, not to prove her wrong, but to become a man so powerful, so magnetic, so undeniable that she can't ignore you even if she tries. How? Hit the gym, upgrade your style, find your passion and pursue it with fire. Start dating other women not out of revenge, but out of expansion. When she sees you glowing up, looking better, feeling better, being wanted by others, something flips inside her mind. You're no longer the guy waiting in the wings. You're the guy she overlooked, the guy she may have lost. And that realization, it hits harder than any speech, any text, any confession of feelings ever could. Because the truth is, the friend zone isn't about luck. It's about perception. She didn't put you there because you're not good enough. She put you there because she didn't feel that raw, magnetic, undeniable pull. But the moment you shift your energy, the moment you become less available, more mysterious, more valuable, everything changes. Now she has to work for your attention. Now she has to earn your time. And now she no longer wants to just be your friend. She wants something much, much more. This is Stoic Edge. Until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and never settle for being someone's second choice.